I think the meeting went on very well. This was a kind of feedback meeting. A lot of issues have come up after we made our presentations, which I think were very, very important and very enlightening. One, I think, critical issue that came up is the issue of fair trade. We need to look at that in details. The other issue that I think that came up from the business people is that they are interested in simple figures, investment, how much it will cost, how much are they going to make.
Yeah, I consider this a very fruitful meeting because I got the impression that the business community was surprised what we know already about these biofuels. That they were surprised, that we really studied some of the figures on how much can be harvested, how much land is available, what would be the most appropriate crop in this or that country. On the other hand, we learned from their comments, and we can now zoom in the research and provide more focus to reply to some of the pertinent questions that they have asked us.
Well, the goal was actually to see to what extent the supermarkets that are emerging in East Africa, to what extent they include small-scale farmers in their procurement systems. There were two presentations on this issue. One by a person from Kenya, and he talked about the Kenyan pineapple production and to what extent Kenyan pineapples could end up in local supermarkets. And the other presentation was by a person from Tanzania, and he's focusing on spinach production. And again, the same question: to what extent can small-scale farmers produce spinach that will end up in the supermarkets? And of course, these are two case studies for the broader issue of the position of small-scale farmers.
It reinforces the complexity of the issue that we are talking about, and that in order to work on really sustainable development and poverty alleviation, we really have to be very critical and to analyze how to build sustainable business models, and so what are the value chains and what is the role that business has to play, that NGOs have to play, and also the government has to play. So I think it's enriching for us to understand better what are the issues that the people from Africa are focusing on. And I think for them it's also very beneficial, so that they have a forum where they can present their ideas and get feedback.
I think the kind of issues that we have gone through today have been very insightful in terms of helping us refine our research areas, research topics, but also get to understand a little bit more what the interests from the Netherlands investors really are or would be in the regions that we are looking at and our research is focusing on.
I would see it as a success because we've had very good feedback from the participants, and also that interactions with both the business community as well as other academicians. I think that has helped us refine our research.
Supermarkets should be interested in small-scale farmers because the quality they can deliver is often a little bit with the lower standards. They cannot produce the volumes that supermarkets need. They cannot deliver continuously every day or every week, what of course the supermarkets require.
I think one of the fundamental issues that is really coming out is how do we exactly engage the poor or the communities to get them organized so that they can become part of the global value chains. Whether we are looking at tourism or we are looking at supermarkets or we are looking at mining. I think this is the fundamental question that seems to be really cutting across the main themes that we have really been talking about today.
It's about creating opportunities for the poor. And I think this is very, very important because like what we're having business people. They are telling us this is what we are looking for. We want you guys to focus on this area. And I think this is very, very important. It's not just a matter of carrying out research and letting it gather dust. It's about making that research very, very practical so that we can benefit people. And I think this is the whole idea of the Roundtable Africa.